She spent 6 months calling him a deadbeat, threatening his job, keeping his daughter away from him. Then last Tuesday, the text came in. I miss us. Can we talk? Most men think this is a breakthrough, that she's finally calming down. But I'm here to tell you, this isn't a peace treaty. This is an ambush. It's called hoovering, and if you reply, you lose. And I know this because I've lived it. I've sat at a table in the family advocate's office and had to answer questions about the relationship with my daughter, Ophelia. I've had to defend myself against allegations that were irresponsible, false, and fundamentally untrue. But here's what I've learned. It doesn't matter how false or untrue it is. When someone is determined to use your child as a weapon, they will say and do anything. And when you react emotionally, you hand them the weapon. I also know this because of a client of mine. Let's call him Stephen. Now, Stephen is a great dad. He loves his daughter more than anything in the world. But his ex, let's just say she thrives on chaos, substance abuse, child endangerment. For months, she was in full attack mode. Threats, police, lawyers. Then we implemented the Vault protocol. We cut off her cash supply. We went grey rock. We stopped reacting. And guess what happened? She didn't get angrier. She got sad. She sent photos of the baby. She sent nostalgic texts. Stephen almost broke. He said to me, David, maybe she's changing. Maybe she's turned over a new leaf. Maybe she misses us. I had to look him in the eye and say, Stephen, she doesn't miss you. She misses the supply. She misses the control. But here's where it gets dangerous. Because the Hoover method doesn't come through in texts. It comes in 3 very specific forms. And each one is more dangerous than the next. Trap number 1. The sick baby Trojan horse. It was a Saturday night, 11 p.m. Stephen's phone rang. It was her. The baby has an infection. Can we please just stay at your place tonight because I haven't slept the last few nights? What would you do? Your child is sick. You love your child. Of course you say yes. Stephen said yes. He collected her and the baby at 1 a.m. in the morning. The next morning, he had to leave to run a couple of errands and left her and baby alone in his apartment for 2 hours. But when he got back after those 2 hours, there was evidence that she had attempted to gain access to his laptop, to his roommate's laptop. The house had been turned upside down. She had gone through their belongings. The sick baby wasn't the emergency. He was the target. Your home needs to be a no-go zone for your ex. Full stop. Trap number 2, the accidental text. A few days later, Stephen receives an accidental text from his ex. It was clearly meant for someone else, but was forwarded to Stephen. It mentioned the ex's new boyfriend and her lawyer friends. It mentioned High Court. It mentioned a timeline of their entire relationship. Accidental? Not a chance. This was psychological warfare delivered through a text message. She wanted him to know she was coming. She wanted him scared. She wanted him to react. When you get a text like that, you do not respond. You screenshot it, you log it, and you send it to your lawyer. That accidental text became evidence of a premeditated legal strategy. It actually helped Stephen's case. Trap 3. The wonderful morning. This is one of the most dangerous because it feels so good. They had a wonderful morning, a delicious breakfast, a lovely walk together. Baby was happy, Stephen was happy. And for a moment he thought, maybe this is over. 2 hours later, she threatened for him never to see his child again. I've experienced this myself. You have a good day with the ex, the kids are laughing, everyone is smiling, and you think, maybe we can co-parent. Maybe this is turning a corner. And then the message comes, and you realize the good day wasn't real. The good day was a setup. The most dangerous time in a high conflict divorce is when you think the war is over. Because that's when you let your guard down. Because that's when you agree to something you shouldn't. Stay, gray, rock. So how do you survive the Hoover without getting sucked back in? And the answer is you build an iron dome. And that iron dome has 3 layers. Layer 1, the translation protocol. When she says, I miss you, translate it to, I'm low on money or attention. When she says, let's do it for the baby, translate it to, I want to bypass the court order. When she says, I have a lawyer friend who, translate it to, I'm trying to scare you. Stop reading the words and start to read the intent. Layer 2, the grey rock method. Become as interesting as a grey rock. Monotone, boring, and unreactive. She sends a paragraph about her feelings. You respond, received. She sends a threat. You respond, I'll consult with my lawyers about that. She sends a sick baby text at 11 p.m. at night. You respond with, I will organize medical attention in the morning. Do not defend. Do not explain. Do not engage. I know how hard this is. I know how it feels when you want to fight back. You want to say, you're lying, you're manipulating, everyone can see what you're doing. But the moment you do that, you become the problem. Stay grey, stay boring, stay safe. Layer 3, the evidence log. Every text, every threat, every I miss you, every accidental message, it all goes into the log. Stephen used his ex's erratic switching between I love you and I hate you as evidence of instability in his case. That log saved his custody. In my own case, I had to defend against accusations that were intended to make me look hostile, violent, and unstable. The only thing that saved me was documentation. If it isn't written down, it did not happen. So, if your phone is blowing up right now and you don't know if it's a truce or a trap, you need a strategy, not a conversation. I've put together a 7-day action plan for dads in crisis. It walks you through the first 7 critical days, from stabilizing your immediate world to handling the legal basics, to building the support system that is going to keep you standing up when she is continually trying to knock you down. Day 3 covers the legal basics that you need to understand to keep you and your kids safe. Day 6 covers organizing your evidence, because if it isn't written down, it didn't happen. You can download it for free from the link in the description. And if you need to talk to someone who's been exactly where you are now, book a free discovery call. You are not alone in this. But what happens when the problem isn't her? It's that you literally cannot afford to fight back. What do you do when you've got $50 left in your bank account and you've got a lawyer demanding a legal retainer? That's what we're covering in the next video. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'll see you there.